Well, you're bound to have noticed spring suddenly emerging over the last week or so, and perhaps emerging very early this year. And this time last month, the trees were bare, but here they are all budded and flowered up. Nature moves quickly sometimes. Greenville writer David Kahn titled his first book about the Delta after a line he heard in a sermon about spring emerging swiftly, "God Shakes Creation." Well, the night sky over the past week illustrates how quickly the changeless can change sometimes. We had a conjunction of Venus and Jupiter just after sunset for the past several days, and this is how they looked last night, close enough to be interesting as far as the night sky goes. But back that up half a week, and this is how they looked last Wednesday, close enough to have a conversation. So in less than a week, the changeless night sky changed this much. So is it any wonder that buds can bud and blooms can bloom in such a short amount of time? Here's the culprit that's tinting everyone's car yellow right now, pine pollen. The only thing that's remotely out of place about this annual ritual is the timing of it. I recall this as being a late March or early April event. Same thing with the wisteria. I saw mountains of it blooming over the weekend. Our white variety popped open this morning just in time for this shot. People are posting their azaleas on Facebook. Now here's mine. This is a native azalea. You can see them in the wild and swamps and boggy areas along the road. I've heard people call them honeysuckle bushes, and the bloom does look like a honeysuckle, but it's a wild azalea. Only odd because they too seem to be early this year. But nature, having a mind of its own, can decorate creation with spring anytime it wants to, and it isn't any too soon for me.